What's going on today with everybody? And y'all already know what we do on this channel and what we talk about. Paid online surveys and ways to put that money into your bank account. And paid online surveys, GPT sites, online task playing games is big business. And I'm trying to teach people what I went through and share my experience on getting it. And today, instead of talking about our usual $5 an hour per survey, we're going to scratch that and hold that for a little bit. And right now, we're going to get into the top four survey sites that I stack to make between $30 to $40 a day. I figure I'm gonna get this out the way because there's been people emailing me about it. There's a lot of people that want to do it. They want to find out what survey sites I use to try to keep that money coming in. So this video right here is basically about that. And if y'all stick around to the end, I'm gonna show y'all the four survey sites that I use to make $30 to $40 a day, and I do it with no problem. So without further ado, let's get into it. But for those that don't know, I'm Al, the owner and the founder of Survey Leo. I've been reviewing and testing survey sites for a long time, over 60 platforms to be exact. But we're going to skip all that and let's get into what we came here to talk about. So for the number one site, let's pull it up. Here we go, y'all. So for site number one that I always have up and I recommend that y'all have up, TimeBucks. I really like TimeBucks, y'all, and I'm about to break down to you why I think TimeBucks is the number one site to have up for this four survey site stack, and I'm gonna break it down to you. For number one, TimeBucks is one of the only sites that when you get disqualified from a survey, you still make money. You know what I mean? That's the number one thing I kind of like about them. Number two, TimeBucks have just a whole variety of surveys, y'all. When you look on their site, you can see that each given day that you log in, they're going to give you a number of potential earnings that's on their site. As you can see right here, it says $109.21, 152 surveys. So basically, they're saying that it's a possibility with just this one site alone, I could earn over $100 taking these surveys. It don't necessarily mean you will qualify for all of them. But like I said, you could run through these sites and the ones you don't qualify for, TimeBucks still pay you for those. So that's one of the other reasons why I stick to TimeBucks and I keep it at number one. Number three is that they have so much of short surveys up here that you can go up here, for example, and you might go up here for this one right here. You can see it's 46 cents for 3 minutes. So when you stacking up, 46 cents, 3 minutes, the money goes into your account pretty quick. You know what I mean? So that's another thing I like about TimeBucks too. And they got big surveys up here as well. You know what I mean? They got dollar ones up here that they will give to you, but they really are the king of having, like you can see this one right here, 42 cents for a minute. That's beautiful. You know what I mean? Over a couple minutes, you got 42 cents in your account. And the last thing I like about TimeBucks, what I think a lot of people like, you get paid daily. The only thing you got to do is hook up your account. You hook up your PayPal account, and as you work each day at a specific time, TimeBucks is just going to send the money right to your account. So if you weigh out all them different things right there, you can see why I put TimeBucks as the number one site to have up while you're making this money. So TimeBucks should definitely be up on your screen, whether it's on your phone, your PC, your laptop, or your tablet. You know what I mean? Remember, the link is in your description. And another thing about TimeBucks too is that they work down the line, sort of like an MLM. I'm gonna do a whole separate video about that and explain how when you connected to TimeBucks, we all connected together and we all work together. It's an awesome platform. But that's another time. Right now, we're talking about making that $30 to $40 a day. And TimeBucks is the number one site that you want to have up. So let's jump into number two. Okay, so y'all ready for number two? Here it is right here, y'all. Unlock surveys. Now, one of the reasons why I like unlock surveys, as you can see, they got big dog surveys up here. You can see they're paying you damn near $5 17-minute surveys. You know what I mean? $1.50, 13-minute survey. So this one right here, it kind of runs neck and neck with me with TimeBucks, but it's still a lot of different benefits of TimeBucks that I like. You know what I mean? So that's why I put them number one over Unlock Surveys. But Unlock Surveys is one of them platforms that when I do the surveys up there and I get stuck to them, I have $20, $30 in my account with no problem. As you can see right here, I got another over $31 in my account that I'm gonna cash out. So Unlock Surveys, this is the one right here where though you're gonna get more of the big dollars in this one. They don't have a lot of short surveys up here. So that's why when you're doing a shift, when you're going from the smaller surveys like TimeBucks, you take a shift to the Unlock Surveys, and that way you get the big dollar ones, especially if that one's slow up. And Unlock Surveys, as you can see, they have a lot of surveys too. And a lot of their surveys are kind of catered to you, you know what I mean? So that means that it's less disqualification. So number two, y'all, Unlock Surveys. The link is in the description. This is definitely the second one that you want to have up, whether it's on your computer, your phone, or whatever. One thing I got to tell you about Unlock Surveys is that they are a real strict site. So when you do hit payout, which is probably about $25, they take about a week or so before they review you to pay you your money. So that's the only thing about them, but you know, they're official. But number two, you definitely want to have Unlock Surveys up so you can make that $30 to $40 a day. So let's jump into number three. Number three, y'all, and I know there's so many different survey sites out there that it's a whole lot of them. So picking out these ones right here was a little bit difficult, you know what I mean? But let's get back into it. Number three site that you should have up to go from between shift to shift, Swagbucks. And one thing I found out about Swagbucks is that sometimes I noticed that when you do get disqualified for a survey, they also pay you too. You know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty good. Swagbucks and TimeBucks, they seem like they pay you if you disqualify for a survey. So that's why I kind of put Swagbucks number three. I didn't put them number two over Unlock Surveys because I noticed that they have big bucks. As you can see right here, they got $1.75. But theirs is just, you know what I mean? It doesn't compete with the Unlock Surveys. Unlock Surveys, you're going to see them up there for $3, $4, $5 sometimes. Swagbucks, you can see they up here $1.75. They got one right here for $1.80 for 14 minutes. That's good. Remember, they pay you on points, but it's the same thing like dollars. I say about 50% as far as for the disqualifications and qualifications. So that's good to me because a lot of the other survey sites I did, it's just a lot of them, they disqualify you. You know what I mean? So Swagbucks is number three. Link is in the description. You want to have this up on your platform shift. This is stuff that I'm telling you is proven. I did it. I do it all the time. If I need to make that kind of money, these are the 4 survey sites that I go to. That's why I'm telling it to y'all. Number 4, and the final survey that you want to have, branded surveys, y'all. It just really doesn't compete. You know what I mean? Like branded surveys is an excellent survey site, but from my time, experience, and money that I made, I gotta put it number 4. And I made decent amount of money from branded surveys, but no comparison to the other ones. But one reason why I put branded surveys on the list is because they will take care of you, especially on the weekdays. And then they have this one right here where you can go and see. This is why I put them last. Because this right here is basically the premium surveys where you can get $2 or $3 surveys. And every time I log in to premium surveys, most of the time it's empty. So I always got to go back to the dashboard and I got to let them keep loading up right here. And as you can see today, it's like this, you know what I mean? They got one good one for $1, but it's almost 30 minutes. That's too much time. But this basically is the 4 survey sites that I have up and I use to make that $30 to $40 a day. The link to branded surveys is also in the description. If y'all have any questions, comment below, whether it's from younger people to our elders. So I just wanted to break it down. If you like this video, you find it to be informational, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned because I will get back to the other platforms on if we can make $5 an hour from them sites or not. You know what I mean? But I'm giving y'all the top 4 to use to make that money. So y'all log on get it going. Until then, I'll see y'all in the next video.